Welcome back to Kerbal Hard and Uncut. So at the end of the last episode, we were basically just refining a maneuver node, and I've taken it down. It took me about, I would probably say about 90 seconds actually. It wasn't very long at all. We refined our maneuver node just to this, and what it ended up being was just moving between normal and radial out, I think it was, just working between the two of those, putting a little bit of prograde retrograde in every now and again just to refine it, but it basically walking it in between those two. And I should have actually looked at it a bit sooner and I would have seen the pattern. But once we got into the sphere of influence of Mohom, we're actually having an encounter. We could actually do this and we could actually see it. So it was, I think radial out was pulling it down and radial in and normal was pulling it up. And it was sort of, we were doing this all the way in like that. Could have gone polar and things like that. I've chosen this. I'm not sure if this is the right way to approach where we'll have signal or not. I'm not entirely sure. I think we can position before we go behind the planet and then hopefully fire the engines and we'll be okay. I don't know. If we have to sort of circularize back here, it's probably going to take a bit more fuel. What I can see is that we're going to be burning 1,500, which is not what I was expecting, if I'm entirely honest. I don't believe that can be correct because I was convinced that a Moho transfer was more than that. I suppose maybe it's an inclination change that's big. I think the inclination plane changes like thousands of kilometers per second. So maybe I'm doing it cheaply. I don't know. So we're going to do this one and then we're going to get the other one and I'm going to try and do that. But I may do that other one off camera. I haven't decided. No, it's uncut, so you're going to have to see all of it, aren't you? Oh, you're going to have to see me doing that whole thing again, and I'm probably not going to achieve it. Anyway, we've got one of them that might make it. We'll do a time warp to the node. I'm just hoping that we've got electric charge. This is the one that the problem is it doesn't have panels, so this is the one that's going to be annoying because when it's facing the wrong way, it's not going to have electric charge coming in. There we go. It's got power now. That's good. Is it going to have signal? Is the question. Yeah, we're potentially going to have signal. Right. Now, the other thing about this is I do like the fact this has got good control on it. This one is going to be interesting because it's going to be I think it's going to be a very picky orbit to catch. I think we may have to have a couple of goes with it. I think we may have to burn, do that and then put a maneuver node down as we're leaving the sphere of influence. I think is probably what's going to happen. Because I don't think I'm going to get it first time. The good thing is potentially we have an awful lot of Delta V stocked up in here, and the landing could be really easy if I can do it. This should be more than enough to actually capture, which gives us a huge amount for the landing. The problem I may have is that they may not actually have enough engine power to land it because I don't know what the thrust away is. I know Jimmy designed this, and I'm going to start the engines. Jimmy designed this, I believe, so that this did part of the capture and then used the rest of the tanks, which means it's light when it lands. I don't know what it's going to be like coming in as it is, so that's interesting. We could end up losing an awful lot of Delta V just because it's a less efficient landing profile, so it might not be as good as he's doing it. I do believe that he said in his comments, though, and I haven't gone back and read them, but I do seem to remember him saying that he flew it manually. I don't think he actually used the maneuver planner or anything like that, so it will be interesting to see how that goes. I'm going to land it using the prograde retrograde markers because just because it's easier. I'm sorry, and I get one shot at this. I can't reload, so I'm going to allow myself that. We got through this. We got about 400. So this stage is going to go, and then we're going to be left with this, which I believe is a Terrier. Yeah, it's a little Terrier engine. So that'll be a Terrier. What he did say is if you didn't have the Cheetah, you could use sort of a few Terrier engines in there. I think that's quite a nice idea. A cluster of Terriers. Maybe, I don't know what the thrust of a Cheetah is, 215. I can't tell you that at the moment. I think the Terrier, I don't know how many Terriers you'd want to actually have on that stage, but it'd be quite interesting, I think, to do it. Right, we're now out of the sphere of influence of, we're heading out of the sphere of influence of Kerbin. I quite like that antenna on the side, it's quite cool. Right, fire that, and we're on our way again, continuing. So we should, where's our, oh, there we are, that's our orbit there. Okay, we just need to be making sure that we're on the marker. And of course, we have a nice big reaction wheel on this stage, so it's going to, first of all, drain a lot of power, which is going to be annoying, but mainly it's going to act really nicely to actually orientate us. So our periapsis is there. I wonder how much it's going to be for a capture. It could actually be a whole of that, the rest of this stage for a capture, if I'm actually thinking about it. When do I want to start slowing down a bit? Good point. When we get to about 20, I think we're going to have a little refined looking. Yeah, we're going to pull this down, right down. And then we're going to start just moving this around a bit. I've actually turned it off. Do that. Get it to there. The good thing is we have that nice big reaction wheel that's going to do us all of this alignment for us. I'm going to zoom into here and see if we actually see anything coming up. It could be very rapid. There we go. All right, here we are. Let's have a look. What are we doing? What's happening when we do these things? Oh, there we go. That's nice. I'm happy with that, actually. How high is that? Okay, so if I got rid of that, what's this going to be for a capture? Let's have a look. How much is it to capture? And I want to capture into a decent lowish orbit. Oh, it's going to be a lot. Oh, that's a chunk. Okay, yeah, that is... I think we still have got a big chunk for landing, though. Let's have a look. So 3,000, it's 500 off of that. We've got 2,000 for landing, and it should only be 18,000. So we've got a lot. We've got a lot for landing. We can actually afford to do a few maneuvers, bring ourselves right down nice and low, and get to the point where we've got a nice signal from Kerbin and things like that. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. Okay. Let's set an alarm for this one. Create alarm for sphere of influence change. Yeah. And that's going to be, what are we calling this? I don't know. It does have a name. I've forgotten it. Moho or Bust. Moho or Bust. I think that's what it's called. I think that's what he called it. Jimmy, if I've called that wrong, if that's not what you called it, then whatever. Tough. You rotated it on the pad, and I'm annoyed by that still. Right, yeah, we'll put that in there. So that's going to be in a day or so. So with that on its way, is the solar panels are facing the sun? They are. Wonderful. So that should be getting charged. So we're going to jump over to, let's see if we can find the other craft that I want. Juna, no. Hold on a second. What? Is that not departed yet? Oh, the Discovery 1 Juna hasn't even left yet. I didn't even realise that. I thought we'd actually departed it. That one is... there was a Moho lander. So that's the one. Right, so we're going to do the Moho lander. Ooh, that's going to be... we've got 7 minutes to do this. I've spent more than half the episode doing the other one. Right, okay. Right, okay. Let's... I'm going to do what I did last time. It's a little cheaty because I'm in a hurry. There, add that there, do that like so. There we go. We get out there. Right. Okay. We're going to get this down to near there. All right. Now I want to go to that. I want to go to the maneuver. I want to go to there. Actually, I want to go there. Is it that one? Approach? No. Ooh, actually, I could do close to approach. Good. Now that might be a bit better. There we go. Maneuver. Right. That's set as target already. Wonderful. Right. Let's have a look. Let's start moving this around a bit. We're just going to try and find... I bet I don't get it. I bet I don't get it. It's going to kill me. Oh, there we are. There we go. Okay, that's nice. Right. Closest approach. This one is starting out better, actually, isn't it? And it's getting worse. Right, okay. Is this going to be a... It's going to be another walking, isn't it? Right, okay. And then that way. Yep. And we're gonna increase this a bit. There we go. I can now recover it with this one. Go all the way through. There we go. And then we'll go back with this one. We'll go with that one. There we go. And then we'll bring this one in. And then we'll bring this one in. There we go. You see that? That's That is known as going very quickly while you're doing it. Yeah, that wasn't the best way of doing it. I was risking it there a bit. So yeah. Right, let's have a look. So I want to not do that. Not that one. I want to go this way. I'm going to come in as close as possible. All right, here we are. How close are we going to get? That's not bad, actually, is it? That's terrible. That sun is very bright. Like Okay, we're hitting it. We're definitely there. We go. That's fine. There we go. That's wonderful. That is perfect. If I can do that, that's brilliant. Right, we've got 28 minutes to it. Okie doke. Let's warp to it. Right. Now this one I don't think has reaction wheels anywhere, does it? I've not really looked. Do we have reaction wheels anywhere? I don't think so. So we're using basically the reaction wheels of these two probes up here, which are not as strong. But then I think this is generally a lighter craft. It's going to be interesting to see actually how it goes. I don't know. I don't know how it's actually going to respond, if I'm honest. We've got 50 seconds, and I just need to spin this thing round and down a bit. I could do that. I mean, I could do that. That would actually get it going. And then you just do that and keep it going. So, right, we've got 3 minutes. This burn is a 2-minute burn, so we should get this done on time. Hopefully, if I can just do that and do that. Sleep, little cheatiness there. Go down, please. That would be really nice if you could just hedge down now in the final 80 seconds before we need to actually burn the engines. Now, of course, this one we actually have the engines on this stage should be able to do it all on their own, which is nice. So this one has potentially a lot more delta V available to itself right now. We're gonna pull out a bit, have a look at this. So yeah, this one potentially has, I think, more delta V. Looking at it, that's gonna be maybe it's less actually. Think about it. It does decouple its little transmitter when it gets there. So that's an option. We're gonna have to be careful with that though, because it does mean I need to be aware of where my transmitter is. It needs to not be over the horizon. So yeah, that's going to be an interesting one. We can actually speed this up a bit. Let's get going a bit more. Bit more power, a bit more speed. That's what we want. Don't move the keys when you're in time warpy speed, you fast mode. There you go. There we go. That's good. That's fine. Right. That's probably knocked us completely off course. I'm going to have a terrible interception now. I've just realised. All right, we've got now. This one's got to be careful with because it doesn't actually. I don't need to stage it. I can't run it dry and then just slow down. So that got to be careful with that. We're gonna pop it down. I've got about 1 minute and 50 left. So we're gonna slow that down just a smidgen. There we go. And then we're going to just. I think what I'm actually going to do is just kill it when we get near. To the time, and then I can just slowly pulse it, I think. So we're just going to kill it there, right? And then we're going to just move our craft onto the marker that I want to be on. There we go. Right, now we're going to wait for it to get in. Now, hopefully that initial sort of wiggle that we put in hasn't blown us off completely. Which it could have. We could end up going a completely different sort of orbit and completely different interaction. We will see. Oh, there we go. There we are. Wonderful. Right. So we're in the sphere of influence. Now it's just about how good we can actually get in the sphere of influence. Not very good, obviously. That is not what I was aiming for. Thank you very much. So I think what we'll do here is we'll put another node down. We've got 40 seconds. You know what? No. We will put a node. We'll put a node down. We'll put one here, and we'll maybe do it in the next episode. No, we'll do it further out. We'll do it in the next episode. Add maneuver. Okay. No, I don't want to do that. I want to come back here, and I want to go and focus on Moho. This is the only problem. You can't switch between the views easily, so you get a bit annoyed, I find. Right, what's this going to do for me? What do I want to do? What do I want to do? That's the way I want to go. Right, 2 seconds. So, from me, until next time, have a great one.